Hey, this is Terry Talks, and this is my vlog for January 12th, 2020. So it is Sunday, and usually on Sundays we go to church. Um, I belong to the Church of Christ here on Long Island. I was raised Catholic, and I think I'd mentioned this before. I went to Lutheranism. Now I'm a Church of Christ. And Church of Christ, I would be considered, for a better word, a fundamentalist church, meaning that we stick to what is basically, we stick to scripture. We don't have the grandiose rituals that the Catholic Church does. We're very accepting. Baptism is when one thinks they are ready. The child chooses when they're ready to be baptized. We do not do, even though my daughter was baptized as a child, baby Lutheran, actually, she was 9 months old. We waited because it was the summer. We waited for the summer. There was some family sickness going on. But in the Church of Christ, it's baptism by immersion, and they have a tub in the church. We haven't actually seen one in my church because we've only been there a few years. But it's a fundamentalist church. And also, some of the churches, a lot of them, they're independent. And our particular church has mostly a cappella music, but lately they've been bringing in some instruments. They are very encouraging with trying to get me to participate in doing more music there. And I've tried, but quite honestly, since we've moved over, especially moved over to homeschooling, I have not had time to practice at all. And prior to that, with my illness issues, it's very difficult for me to learn a new song in a week and master, especially I wasn't raised as a musician. I didn't do it till later, so a lot of the songs are not ingrained, and these songs are different from the songs I had heard in church, even though lately, especially today, they introduced some ones that I was more familiar with. So we go to church. Church is nice, like the community there, and we took a walk. Today it was 58 degrees here on Long Island, so we took the dog to a dog park called Gardner State Park. It was fun. This dog isn't nearly as trained well as my others, and that's my fault on me. But the other thing is she has aggression with other dogs, and I've never had this problem before. Like, I'll let her sniff dogs, and she was like, ah, like she'll snap at him, and I don't even see a trigger, except for the fact that originally she was nice with other dogs, and then somebody had their pit bull off leash in a park, and the pit bull came up and started a fight with her, and we broke it up. There was no blood drawn, but ever since then, on the leash, she's just funny. So I think I'm going to go. We have a local dog trainer who's honestly world class. She has Rottweilers. Um, he literally trains guard dogs for royal families. He's incredible. So I have access to him here, and hopefully I'll be taking a visit with him maybe next month or the following month. I know I should do it sooner, but we have too much going on. So I think I'm going to do a few training sessions with him because I'm just not figuring it out. Actually, another Rottweiler female who was used as a bait female. There's another name, but I'm not going to say it. And when I adopted her, she was from Newark. She had scars on her ears. And she showed some aggression on leash, but I don't know. I put a toy in her mouth and a ball, and eventually I was able to break her out of it. She seemed to get along with the dogs fine after a while, but I don't know what's up with this dog. We even have had other dogs in the house, and she's different. She just, I don't know. There's a few dogs she gets along with, but on the leash, she's funny. So it's just, I'm having a problem. Like, and I think the biggest issue I have with resolving it, I don't really anybody else that I could say, hey, put your dog on a leash and maybe my dog won't attack. I've done muzzle training, which is basically you just put a muzzle on them and then you expose them to other dogs and they don't bite anybody. But I haven't done that yet, and maybe I should. I just don't have somebody willing to volunteer their dog. So I think I'm going to go to the trainer and I'm going to work that out. I didn't get to edit last night's material yet. I have to find time. I'm going to have to do it tonight. I have tried vlogging once before, if you look on this channel, but what happened was is because it required the time it required and the resources in terms of my energy, I wasn't able to pull that off, and I'm hitting that wall again. And also, um, I'm not getting any household support in this at all um, from my family. My husband thinks I'm wasting my time. My daughter will not give me time to record, even though she loves YouTube and wants to blog. So I'm getting no support, and I'm determined to do this anyway. So I'm challenged because I don't have the household support. And from a purely physical standpoint, in terms of time and just physical ability to do it, I'm finding myself very limited. And I'm hoping my determination can overcome these things. And that's it. So, yeah. So, overall, a little frustrated, but it was a nice day. I was supposed to have coffee with a friend, did not happen because my family obligations were prioritized. And I didn't even get out and have a cup of coffee. So I'm a little down because even though I love homeschooling and I see so many advantages, there's no family around. I've been here for 12 years. This town, West Islip, no offense to any West Islip people, but feel free to go to, they have these sites on what towns are like. This particular town is like, quote unquote, like high school forever. It's very cliquey. And if you weren't born here, people give you a hard time. So I do have some wonderful friends here, though, but they're busy too, and I don't want to put them out. So I was supposed to meet one of those wonderful friends today, but it just didn't happen. And I was very disappointed, and you know what? I knew it wasn't going to happen in the morning. Yeah. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew there'd be some reason why. And I have to resolve that. So it's difficult sometimes. But yeah, so I'm hoping this is the thing I can do on my own. I used to create a lot of music and productions and things, and I haven't been able to do it. And for me, it's difficult. All my time, my husband and I both have special dietary needs, so I spend like 3 hours in the kitchen a day. Um, it's hard. I home cook every meal. My husband, because of the situation this summer, is a pescatarian, and he has to be. He can't digest food well because of the illness he had over the summer, and all the antibiotics just destroyed his gut, basically. So he's a pescatarian, which is a person who eats just fish, and um, and he can't even eat vegetables. It's like fish and potatoes, or pasta. So it's difficult because I have to prepare the same, like I have to prepare fresh food almost every day. I can't really prep in advance because fish gets a little funny after a day or two. So it sucks up like easily. I spend 3 hours a day in the kitchen every single day. So it's frustrating. But that's what we have to do, because we both have health issues. So if we don't eat correctly, it really adversely affects us. Yeah. So, today was just one of those days when I'm trying so hard to accomplish the things I want to accomplish, but they're not happening. But I know I just have to be persistent and not give up. And that's why I'm here tonight, because I'm not giving up. So how do you like that? So I'll see you tomorrow.